Welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi Rook. If you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to ring the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I do upload a video. Today, what I wanted to do was a Valentine's Day look. I couldn't decide what type of look I wanted to do. I know there's so many different variations of Valentine's Day makeup. I really do want to do like a smoky, really sexy eye look, so I'm going to do another one. Today I wanted to do like my personal typical pink, purple, really glowy type of Valentine's Day look. I will absolutely do a more glowy, a little bit more smoky kind of look with some red lips maybe, but I want to do this one today. If you'd like to see how I created this beautiful, super glowy, glamorous, kind of pinky purple look, then go ahead and keep watching and let's get her done. Let's go ahead and get started. My eyebrows are done. My eyelids are primed. I just use the normal products I use all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. That way, while I'm doing my eyeshadow, the primer can really set in. So I am using my Hollywood Flawless filter just like on the high points of my face, my forehead, my nose, my chin, kind of where I would highlight anyways. And then I'm going to go in with my NYX Honey Do Me Up primer because I want my makeup to last. And I want it to be pretty flawless. Then I'm just going to rub both of those in with my fingers. I like the NYX one because it kind of holds on. It gives me more of a tacky base. And then the Charlotte Tilbury is a glowier primer. So I kind of mix the two. I am going to go in with my Jeffree Star. This is the Bloodlust palette. This palette screams just beautiful pinks, purples for Valentine's Day. I'm going to use a lot of these mattes to really kind of build up the look I want. So I'm going to go in with Royal Pain, which is a matte pink. I'm going to put that up in the crease area. Next, I'm going to take Vivid Mood. I'm going to put that on the back half of my crease area. In between the two, I'm taking the Deviant, which is a really pale purple. I'm going to take a little bit of the Royal Pain and blend that in. I'm taking Blood Queen. That same brush, I'm going to just tap that on my lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease and then I will be right back. I'm going to go in with my Kaleidos Flower Punk palette. I'm going to use this really gorgeous duochrome pink. It's a swatch of a super pretty, very thin, kind of an eyeshadow topper. And I'm just going to tap that onto my lid. On top of that, I'm going to take my Colourpop. This is Bubbles. They're a Super Shock Shadow. This is a little bit lighter in tone than the pink in the palette, so I'm going to just tap that on top. It's going to add a little bit more glitter, make it look a little bit more creamy on the lid. Then I'm going to take some of this color out of the Flower Punk palette, and then I'm going to deepen up the crease just a little bit. Next, I'm going to hop into this Dungeon color with an angled liner brush. I'm going to go along my lash line, just tapping that color right there to add a little bit more depth. Alright, so there is the eyeshadow look so far. I'll do a little bit more, but I'm going to wait till I do the rest of my foundation. So I'm going to hop off. I'm going to do my liner and lashes. For liner and lashes, I am going to use the Kiss Magnetic Liner, and then probably either the Charmed, which is a little bit more of a natural wearable, or the Crowd Pleaser, which is a little bit dramatic. So we'll see what I'm feeling, but I'm going to hop off, do my liner, do my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, my lashes and liner are done. I went with the Kiss Magnetic Lashes in Charm. I love them. They're so like fluffy and fluttery. They're really pretty. I feel like I need a little bit more on my lid, so I'm going in with my JD Glow Cosmetics Highlighter in Chaos. It's a really pretty kind of duochrome pink. I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm going to just tap that right into where I put all those other metallic pinks. That is so pretty. I really like how that looks. I have primer on my face already, so we're going to go in with foundation. I'm going to use my Catrice True Skin Foundation, and this is in Cool Cashmere. I love this foundation. If I am needing makeup to last a long time and look really flawless and have a good amount of coverage, I go for this foundation. Tap that out with my sponge. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Undone Conceal and Reveal palette. I did a testing of the Undone products and I didn't love this right off the bat, but I have discovered a new way to use it. This is a product that you want to use with your fingers. You want to kind of warm it up with the warmth of your finger and then just apply it with your finger. You can kind of see how super, super creamy it is. So what I'm going to do is apply this with my finger. Last time I did a brush and I just feel like it didn't really mesh into my skin well. But then I tried it with my fingers and it was really pretty and it had really nice coverage. So I'm going to tap that there, a little bit there. This is pretty pigmented, so you definitely don't want to use too much. Warming up the product with your finger really helps it to kind of smooth over the skin better. You can definitely blend it with your fingers as well. I'm going to go ahead and use a sponge and just tap that in. This has a ton of coverage and it does look really nice on the skin after you use it with your finger. So I'm really glad that I tried that out, because I wasn't really a fan of it before I did that. And if you can hear dogs roaming around, I am so sorry. I have 3 dogs and they kind of roam around a lot, so if you can hear them, I do apologize. Oh, just really nice coverage and it is really hydrating. Next, I want to go in with some cream bronzer. I'm going to use my Made by Mitchelle Blursh and then Hello There. This is a really light, cool tone kind of contour color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. This one is kind of a bit more sheer and it doesn't dry down super fast. So I can apply it right to my face and then I have tons of time to blend it in. It's not super, super pigmented. I can apply quite a lot without it being too much. And then to blend it in, I really love fat, kind of dense packer brushes. This one is a Luxie 542 flat contour. I use this for my more sheer bronzing products, so I use it for my e.l.f. Putty bronzer as well, and it works really nice. So instead of blending it, I like to just tap it into my skin to blend it out. That way I get the most pigment, but it also blends really seamlessly. I will need to get a darker color for the summer, but for the winter, this is such a really pretty natural contour color, and I don't have a ton of those. And then for blush and highlighter, this palette just screams Valentine's Day to me. This is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. Such a pretty combination of color. For blush, I'm going to hop into this really pretty coral cream blush. I love this palette. It works really well on the skin, and it gives you those really kind of seamless cheeks. So I'm taking a little dual fiber brush. I'm going to start in the back and kind of build it up as I go. And then for highlighter, I'm going to go into the cream highlighter. And I'm just going to warm that up with my fingers. This one is a bit more of a dry cream, so you definitely want to kind of just rub your fingers in it pretty good to really get that pigment and that product to warm up, and then just tap it onto your skin. Next, I'm going to powder. I'm going to go with my Kossa. This is the Cloud Set in Breezy. I'm going to use just a tiny bit of that to set my under eyes, but first I want to make sure there are no creases. So just tap those out, apply a little bit powder, and just kind of fluff that in my under eyes. A little bit between my forehead, a little bit around my nose. Take my Jacklyn Cosmetics brightening powder, take the 2 lightest, and just tap that right into the very inner of my tear duct area, just to really brighten that up. Back to my Natasha Denona palette, I'm going to mix the 2 powder blushes. I think they're really pretty. Purpley undertone of this glowy blush will mix really well with my eyeshadow, and then this will add a little bit of baby pink. I'm going to use my Profusion tapered powder and then just sweep that onto my cheeks. I'm going to clean up my contour and bronzer, so I'm going to go in my JCat AquaSurrance Powder Foundation. This reminds me a lot of the Jacklyn Cosmetics, but that Jacklyn Cosmetics one is really expensive, so I'd rather save that for under my eyes, so I'll do this one for the rest of my face. I just put it on a sponge and then just line up my bronzer and contour And I like this powder because it also gives me some more coverage down at the bottom of my jaw where I have a little bit of discoloration. I really like using a pressed powder product for this. Really just makes it look completely flawless and really smooth. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. I'm going to use my Colourpop Glisten Up. Back into my Natasha Denona palette, I'm going to go in with my Extreme Glow. Back into my Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. I take a smaller brush. I'm going to go in with that Blood Queen, and I'm going to do a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm going to try to line that up with my wing and then go kind of down at an angle. And for my waterline, I'm going to use a cream liner from Colourpop, and this is Honeydew. I'm going to take Wet Jewel into my inner corner. I'm going to finish up with my lips. I'm going to use the Morphe lip liner in Makeup Talk. I'm going to take MAC Syrup Lipstick, and then I'm going to top it off with Jeffree Star Mannequin. There is a finished makeup look. I love how this turned out. This is so pretty and just girly and feminine. Super beautiful. I love how it turned out. This is the type of makeup that just makes me feel personally beautiful. I just really love how it looks and super glowy. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye guys.